I was like, what's wrong with you? And she's like, I'm not thinking about singing right now. I'm thinking about something else. So this is a new segment called What's Going On in Katie's Head.
Katie, you there? Okay.
Hello and welcome, everybody. I'm Josh.
And I'm Katie, and we're Fresh Breath.
We're the Band in the Van. This is the Band in the Van podcast. We do 15-minute episodes every week while we're on the road, shot right here in the van. On this week's episode, we talk about how Katie forgets how to do normal bodily functions like breathe and swallow her own spit. And I had a foreign object stuck in my head, and we're going to get to it.
So let's get to it.
Band in the Van podcast.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, guys.
I think this is episode 30 of the Band in the Van podcast. Since there is absolutely nothing going on in world politics, I think that we should talk about how Katie choked on her own spit in the grocery store.
Hot breaking news.
Yeah, do you want to tell a story?
I don't even know what happened. I walked into the grocery store by myself to get a couple things. And as soon as I walked in, I was like, I don't know, I'm like, that feeling where like I should have swallowed about a minute earlier because I had like a dry spot. And I didn't. And then I started to choke, and I was like choking on my spit, and I was like, I couldn't stop coughing. And I started panicking because Josh was in the van waiting for me, so I was by myself, and I'm just in the produce section just coughing all over the fucking produce. I'm like, oh my God, I'm
She's like
so embarrassed.
It's people's nightmare.
Yeah. Josh would be mortified. If he was with me, he would have been like walking away from me probably. But it got so bad that this woman behind the deli counter was like, ma'am, do you need water? I was like, yes, please. Yes, please. So I got a styrofoam cup of water from this woman, and she gave me a bunch of tissues because I had tears running down my face. And I was like, what is happening? I ended up being fine. I don't know. It's just like a weird little moment where I couldn't swallow. And then I just like panicked and choked. And I almost went down in the deli section at the Blue Marlin yesterday.
There's been a lot of things happening at the Blue Marlin. It's where the van broke down. It's where Katie.
I'm okay.
It's where Katie almost went down. Yesterday was a very weird and kind of stressful day because
it
Katie.
was our day off.
Yeah, it was our day off. It was a beautiful sunny day. We're just driving around,
just taking it easy.
Yeah, the van is back up and running, and it's getting us where we're going. Touch wood. I'm not gonna say how it's running. It's running. And anywho, so Katie almost collapses in the grocery store, and I'm like, wow, well, I didn't get to see it, so it sounded pretty bad. But then we go to our hangout spot at Isla Blanca Park, and we're just sitting there, and then I'm like just running my hands through my hair, and I'm like, oh, I have something in my hair, and I'm like, Katie, what is it? And it was a tick. I had a tick stuck in my head, and it wasn't engorged, if you will. It was just, must have just got there because I showered earlier.
I could still see like the head on it. So I think it had just like kind of settled, and it was
where
just
it wanted to start
just
feeding.
about to bite you, I think, because I was able to see the head. So I got it out, and I
feeding.
still took a chunk out of your head, but...
Are you here for the feeding?
Are you here for the feeding?
Anyways, so that was an ordeal. We have tweezers and antiseptic and stuff, and we caught it super quick, so we were able to get it out, and Katie pulled a chunk of my scalp out with it, which is actually what you want to do. And then we put a really high quality antiseptic on it, and so we identified it. It was a American dog tick, which does not carry Lyme disease, so that's good. There apparently, when you do a deep dive on the internet, though, there's all kinds of other stuff that can cause
scary tick variations.
There's
out
like
there.
Tick paralysis, which can like make you go paralyzed for 24 hours.
There's like a Gulf Coast. What was it called?
The Gulf Coast tick, which carries some sort of. It's almost like the Rocky Mountain fever.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like an equivalent to that, but that's not the type of tick it was either. So we were able to identify it really well with pictures and the head shape and coloration. So it's the thing is at home, the dog comes in with ticks
It's
constantly.
not
I've had them
something-
stuck in my legs. It's not something that I worry about too much, but it's
it's not cool. But
It's not cool, especially after Katie just about choked in a grocery store and I wasn't there to save you.
we were like, what is happening?
Yeah,
today?
it was a weird day. So we ended up just going and relaxing and watching a movie and going to bed because that was a little
Enough
bit,
excitement.
It was enough excitement. Anywho, country album of the year goes to Beyonce. Now, whether you like the Queen Bee deserves all the accolades. She's like bow down to the Queen Bee. I do not want to get on Jay-Z's hit list. All right, it's got enough stuff going on. Not good. Don't. This is
Edit that out.
this is where we edit out the part where I'm like P Diddy scandal.
Diddy's a weird dude.
Anyways,
oh my God.
I know nothing. I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just saying that if you listen to that album, it's not even a country album. It's like a pop album with one kind of country song. And because she wore no clothes and a cowboy hat, she wins the Grammy. And I feel like everybody's just afraid of her.
We were laughing because not the last podcast, but when we were here last year, it must have been around the time
Her
she
single
put
her
that
single
out,
came
that
out.
Texas Hold'em song,
Yeah.
and we did a whole podcast about it, and we titled it like Beyonce's new country song sucks.
Yeah.
And it's like the most viewed podcast episode that we've had so far.
Yeah. So,
We're like, let's talk about Beyonce's.
country album winning all the Grammys. You started the timer,
Yeah,
right?
I did.
Okay, good.
Yep. Anyways, we listened to a little bit of it. It doesn't sound like country. I mean, the Texas Hold'em song it's got a little bit of country like
yeah, but she doesn't
inspiration,
sing
but
country. She just wears the cowboy hat.
it's just the whole like the lyrics are
I
supposed to
wear
be-
a flat brim hat on stage. I don't claim to be a country band.
No.
I don't know.
And the rest of the album is like rap and pop. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Whatever. She can do what she wants to do because she's gonna be able to do it.
She literally can do anything she wants. What she can become a movie star or a pop star.
She kind of did that already.
Well,
right?
this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She's done all these
She's
things.
done it all, so she's just checking off the bucket.
Foxy Cleopatra, and I'm a whole lot of woman.
So bow down.
So what's next? She's gonna put out like a
Children's
blues?
children's reggae album.
That would be sick.
Wow. I feel like maybe that's an idea that we should pursue. The children's reggae album.
Yeah, not doing that.
They're like, here is a fork and this is a knife. And eat your food at the dinner table. I don't
That's
know.
really bad.
Hey, it could be a hit.
You're good at this.
I'm so good at songwriting. It's crazy.
Wow.
Okay, so I wanted to ask Katie the other day because I looked at her and she was singing a song and she had this face. I was like, what's wrong with you? And she's like, I'm not thinking about singing right now. I'm thinking about something
Yeah.
else. So this is a new segment called What's Going On in Katie's Head.
Katie, you there? Okay.
Yeah. Put some sort of emoji over it.
I've always said this. I have a hard time, especially because when we're like playing so often here, you end up playing like a lot of the same stuff, right? Because if you're playing every single day, you're gonna end up playing around the same set list, maybe a little variation here and there. But a lot of times I'm like, dude, did I already sing this line? Where am I? And I'll just get so like carried away thinking about other stuff other than the song. Like if I'm singing a song, usually I'm not thinking about the lyrics or about the fact that I'm singing a song. I'll be like,
That's where you want your head to be.
I know. I'll be like, I really need to burp. When am I going to time this so that I don't burp into the microphone? Or I'll be like, I think we need to get ice and the dogs needs treats.
The dog needs treats.
Okay.
Or I'll be like, ooh, I wonder what's on the menu at the restaurant next door. My mind is never usually with the song, and I'm trying to like reel that in because it does get me in trouble sometimes.
It's a real testament to music itself, because usually if you try to think about the next chord, or you try to think about the solo,
You think too hard
or you
about it,
think about the
then-
lyrics, then they're gone.
Because a lot of times, and it happened when we first came down here, I like songs that we've been playing for years. All of a sudden, I was like, "What's the first line? I don't have it," and I just froze. Like sometimes, if you like, it's better to just be like, just start playing and then just open your mouth. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but that is most of the time what I'm doing. I'm just like, muscle memory will kick in, and usually it does.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, I'll be like, Josh, what's the first line?
Yeah, and then I don't know. I don't sing the
As soon as you
songs.
get like that in your head, you're kind of screwed, because now you're just like second guessing or like questioning your abilities, and it's like, oh no. But thank God for like cell phones and Google, because a few times now since we've been here, I'm like, what's the first line of this song? And I quickly look it up, and it's like, bam, it's there, and you're like, good to go.
Good thing I got just sharpest whip brain to just start telling jokes while you're looking up songs.
Yeah, usually.
And they always land.
Yeah, the
They
joke's usually like, Katie
land.
can't remember the first line of the song.
No, I'll just be like, while Katie checks her makeup in her phone, I'm just going to
We're like,
continue
Katie's being
playing.
super rude and checking social media.
Yeah, right now, to be like, you better follow us on Instagram.
Or like, even like the other day we were playing, we pulled out a song that we hadn't played in a little bit, and we both were like, what's the next chord? We're like, oh, let's dance around these chords and see if we can find
Oh, is that
it.
Sheryl Crow song? Yeah, there's only like 3 different progressions in the song.
And
but
like two are
2 chords.
no, I
2 of them are 2 chords.
I meant like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but like, keep in mind, like, we don't have lyrics in front of us. We don't have an
No.
iPad. We don't have a book of lyrics.
No.
And we're singing like, I don't know, 125 songs that are just up here.
Yeah, bumbling around.
And I often joke that I'm like, that's all that's up there. I don't have anything else up there but lyrics. And it's starting to
You
show.
most certainly do, babe. I will come to her defense on that. There's a lot of things going on in your head, like how to not choke on your own spit.
That's a big one. Apparently that's something you have to worry about when you get older. I don't know. It's
just
like,
choking on your own spit.
or like, just remembering to swallow and breathe.
You spit or swallow?
Is that normal?
And I don't think so. That sounds like you ate an edible and it's hitting, and you're like, have I breathed in the last 20 minutes?
I
Like,
swear I wasn't. I
Yeah.
didn't. But we did go to Wana Wana, and we got like their signature drink. It's like a turbo pina colada.
turbo pina colada.
In this awesome huge glass with an extra shot of dark rum, and
Yeah.
we drank that, and then I was like, I think my throat was like frozen or something from that. Maybe it was like thawing out.
It was thawing out.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a thing. If there's any doctors listening, can you drink a frozen cocktail and then choke on your own spit because your throat's
I know
frozen?
that they say, like, as a singer, it's not good to drink really, really cold drinks
No,
and
of
then sing,
course
because
not.
it constricts your muscles,
Yeah,
right?
warm vocal cords, I think, is different than just general breathing.
Oh,
You know?
I don't know. I'm
I-
struggling to just be a human right now.
I know. It's funny. Like, we've been having so much fun, but it's like such a roller coaster of emotion because we're playing music and we're making great friends, and the music community just really like gets behind each other here.
And this island is just a constant party.
It is. So
it
you
can
need
be
to
as
learn.
exciting and as chill as you want it to
Yeah.
be. So
We need to learn to curb our enthusiasm.
Don't be ridiculous.
And those of you that really know us know that we're very easily excited.
I don't get riled.
You
don't
don't
get
get
riled.
not get
I'm
riled.
not riled right now.
We don't rile each other up. We never get riled up. I don't get riled. He doesn't. I don't either. Look at you right now. You're riled.
But
yeah,
so
so-
we're learning to curb our enthusiasm. So the first month was a very serious roller coaster of emotion. It was capped off with a arachnid in my head.
Arachnid. I guess
Yeah.
it is a spider.
It is a
like-
spider. Look it up. I'm not lying. It's got 8 legs.
Yeah,
It's in
that
the
makes sense.
It's the arachnid family. The ticks are, which makes them even more terrifying to me. And the fact that when you go down like a rabbit hole and you're like, what problems can arise from this? And it's like horrifying. So anyways, let's not worry about that. It's not a big deal. But anywho, we capped off January with that, and then now we're gonna ease February through. I think we're just gonna
Don't say
play
it.
our shows.
Don't say it.
What do you mean? I'm not saying I'm not gonna do something. I'm saying I am going to do something.
just
It's
like-
positive reinforcement.
Yeah, we're laughing because right before the van broke down, like a couple weeks ago, one of the owners of the Hopper House there, he was like, "How's the van running?" And we're like, "Pretty good." And then it broke down like 2 days later.
No, that's why we're
so
treating
now we're
it-
like,
yeah.
don't claim anything.
No. You're supposed to treat it like a boat where you just say, it got me here. How's it running? It got me here.
That's right.
You know, and how's it running? Well, it got me home. And so that's how I'm treating it right now. But yeah, I got high hopes for February. I think it's going to be good. I hope that you guys are staying warm, especially our Canadian family and friends that are watching
I
this.
heard it's icy and
Yeah,
cold.
it's icy and not nice. Icy and not nicey.
Icy, no nicey.
We're having too much fun down here. I got a lot of sun yesterday, especially on this side of my face.
We sat
not so
outside
much,
for a bit.
not so much here or here.
Or here.
But there's not a
Not here or here so much, but right here.
lot here, but mostly here.
Yeah, the weather's definitely taken a turn for the better here. It's been
Yeah.
about like 20 degrees and sunny, so
Yeah.
about 70 and sunny, and the like 70 here is warm for
It
us.
feels like
Like
it's
it
85.
feels like
yeah.
85 to us
Yeah.
because like the sun is so much stronger.
It is. Science.
Science.
We're closer to the equator, and that's how we make that equation work.
Latitude, longitude.
More science words.
Okay.
This podcast episode has been ridiculous.
I swear we're sober right now.
Yeah, we are. What time is it? It's like 1 in the afternoon.
It's
Two,
almost
almost 2
Central time.
Central time. So what's that in Pacific time there?
1.
1.
So it's just like lunchtime right now.
It's lunchtime.
Yeah, it's lunchtime.
Well, no beers deep.
No, 0 beers deep.
Zero
We have-
beers deep.
We have a show today
Yeah.
at 4, and then so we're playing Laguna Bob, and then we're playing like basically all weekend. We're doing Upper Deck, and then we're back at Laguna Bob on Sunday for
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
And
you will
I
be watching
think-
this on Super Bowl Sunday when
I
it comes
think they bumped up our time slot because usually we play 6 to 9 on Sundays,
Yeah.
but I think we got bumped up to 3 to 6, so we might not have to play through the Super Bowl because we did it last year and it was hard.
It's a hard gig.
It's hard.
There's our 15 minutes. All
But
right.
anybody that's watching the Super Bowl isn't going out to Laguna Bob. They have TV, but
Yeah.
it's like it's
Yeah.
not like a sports place,
No,
right?
it's not.
There's people that don't care about football out there. I'm sure of it.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I'm included in that.
Yeah,
group.
I don't know. I like to watch the game. I'm one of those guys that's like, shut up during the commercials and then just talk through the whole
you're so
game because
not
I don't
like-
care who's going to win. Bill Burr would be very mad at me. But yeah, I don't know. And then you're like, how much did that one cost? I wonder. I don't know. Who cares? Anyways, thanks so much for hanging out with us. We are having a blast, and we hope that you guys are staying safe.
Ruby says hi.
Ruby's saying hi to somebody.
She's like barking at the dogs and trying to protect the van over there. Thanks, Doobs.
She's doing a good job. Okay, we'll check you next week.
See you guys.